Hello everyone, welcome to Rainbow Infinity. Today I'll be reading Silk Rose's Catch Me Fainting. If you like the reading, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Please enjoy. Catch Me Fainting. Pinkie Pie caught me like it was just another thing she'd do. Like she was saving me from something that neither of us knew of. After a moment's hesitation, she gently laid me down onto my fainting couch and watched me with a warm smile and curiosity in her eyes. Normally I would have said something dramatic, but I was so shocked by everything that had happened that all I could do was stare as she trotted away like nothing happened. I don't even remember whatever minor inconvenience had me dramatically fainting onto my couch in the first place. I decided to let it go as Pinkie being Pinkie and move on. After a few days, I had almost forgotten about our little rendezvous. But luckily for me, the worst possible thing had just happened. What was it? Oh, I don't remember. But it was obviously important. Far more important, however, was that Pinkie caught me again. As she held me, she smiled with that same curiosity in her eyes. I smiled too, as I took in the moment. I wanted to reach out and touch her, but I was too dazed and overwhelmed to do anything. So I just sat there and stared. Pinkie does have such beautiful eyes. Barely a few hours later, she was back by my side. I wanted to test if it would work again, so I waited for an opportunity, and I may have exaggerated my reaction, some might say. That wasn't important now. What was important was that Pinkie ended up holding me again. This time I didn't let her slip away. I wrapped my hooves around her and pulled her into a tight hug. She hugged me back. I wanted that hug to last much longer than it did. Pinkie must have had a reason for catching me whenever I dramatically fainted. Her Pinkie sense must have been the way she was detecting it. I just needed to figure out why her Pinkie sense was concerned with me, of all ponies? I did rather enjoy her company, but surely that couldn't have been the reason. It had to be something with her, right? I decided to run a little experiment. I started to fall forward onto the floor. I landed face first. Ow. Maybe next time put a pillow down. I had to confront Pinkie Pie about this. I needed to know what was going on. Oh? Pinkie wasn't here? Good thing I knew how to make her appear out of nowhere. I smiled up at her as my plan worked perfectly. Hello, Pinkie. Hi, Rarity, she said with a smile of her own. While I do enjoy your gentle embrace, I must ask, why you are catching me when I faint? Pinkie caged up, her eyes looking at everything but me now. Well, it's a Pinkie sense. I figured that, but why is it happening? Is there something special about me? A small blush showed itself on her face. I don't know. I gotta go now. Bye, Rarity. With that, she was gone. She was so mysterious. And pretty. I dramatically fainted a few minutes later, testing if she would come back so quickly after whatever that was. True to her nature, Pinkie did catch me. Before she could speak, I apologized. I'm sorry, Pinkie. Pinkie sighed. I should be the one apologizing. I hugged her tight. I'm the one forcing you to catch me, though. Pinkie hugged back. But I'm the one who doesn't know why she's catching you, or what these new feelings mean. New feelings? I gave Pinkie some time and space to come to her own conclusions regarding her feelings towards me. Luckily for me, this also gave me the time I needed to reflect on our interactions as of late. To put it simply, I had romantic feelings for Pinkie Pie. To put it ever more simply, I fainted. I just had to see her again and feel her gently hold me with care and grace. I smiled up at her as she smiled back. Pinkie said, Just the pony I wanted to see. And hug. And hold. I blushed. I wanted to see you too, but you probably already knew that from the fainting. Pinkie blushed. I did a lot of thinking on those feelings I've been having. She let go of me and we both sat facing each other. I think I have a crush on you, Rarity. I've also done some thinking, and I think I have a crush on you too, Pinkie. As both of our blushes expanded on our faces, we smiled at each other and hugged. After the hug, I went ahead and asked, "Pinkie, will you go out with me?" "Yes!" For the both of us, that day was great. We both let out our feelings and gained an ever closer bond. But this day, we were both looking forward to a lot. We hadn't kissed yet, and that was something I really wanted to fix. We both knew we were going to kiss after one of the times I fainted. It was just neither of us had gone for it yet. That was soon to change. Pinkie wanted to have a fun sleepover, and I wanted to start it off with a spark. So I did my thing and fainted. She caught me as planned, and we stared into each other's eyes. I smiled at her as I noticed the blush already on her face that must have been there while she was waiting on me. I wrapped my hooves around her, and we slowly pulled each other closer. Sparks flew as our lips met. We held the kiss before breaking it and smiling. "I love you, Pinkie." "I love you too, Rarity." I stood in the center of my friends, minus Pinkie. "Pinkie and I have gathered you here for a very special announcement." "Where's Pinkie?" Twilight asked. "1 second, darling," I said before fainting. Thank you for listening in. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Until next time, stay tuned.